Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing a Silent Angel Bonn N8 ultra low noise network switch. Network switches, streaming audio, packet loss, network jitter, errors. These all end up in your streamer or your streaming amplifier, and they all affect the sound quality. I'll be honest, I have a confession. I never thought a network switch could or should make a difference. But experimenting with one of these, I was able to isolate my traditional network, connect a NAS and a streamer via a network switch, one of these, and it sounded better. Now I can't describe why. Something in me says it's a little bit of noise floor, something perhaps could be psychoacoustics. But honestly, after unpacking it, selling it, and plugging everything back in the wall, I felt that there was something missing. Something genuinely missing from the soundstage, and perhaps a little bit more life had been lost, a little bit more colour had gone grey. Now I have to have one. I have to have one in my home, I have to have one at my work, and this is why. Bonn N8, 8-port network switch. Basically, it's from a Silent Angel. It's a company that is behind vast amounts of network storage, capacity, server farms, all of those types of things. People in charge were looking from an audio perspective at some of these things and realised that nobody was doing it properly. Nobody was doing it well enough. Nobody was understanding those microscopic little things that, with a little bit more attention to detail, a little bit more attention to circuit paths, a little bit more attention to noise floor, and you can genuinely improve the quality of the network connections to your server and your streamer, and the end result is a better sound. Nevertheless, these are very simple in their packaging. They're lightweight. It is sealed closed with a little sticky circular dot and a plastic bag to protect it from moisture and other things like that in crate. The box itself is relatively plain. It's got the Silent Angel logo in the middle embossed in gold. Then on one side, scannable information associated with the model and serial number. Now obviously, this being the N8 is an 8-port network switch. They're audio grade switches, we'll go into all of that. Now, it's sealed closed with one of those sort of safety, security sort of shipping seals, so we'll just nick that and slide the lid off the top. There's not much to this, by the way. That was one of the things that shocked me. Nevertheless, simple enough lid, off it goes. We've got some basic information, it's a simple card, right? Everybody who has plugged a network cable in knows what a network switch is, so it's pretty straightforward. Plug the power cable in, plug the router and then the devices that you need to connect for your audio directly into this, and essentially isolate the rest of your network. Bit of closed cell foam at the top to protect it, and then we see a couple of accessories. The first is Cat 6. It's actually, they've covered the ends, they clip out by the way. They're gold plated, they've covered the ends with a little cap. It's a little modest length, basically to sort of jumper it out of perhaps a network socket or your router. The most important bit for me is the New Zealand power adapter that clips into the power supply. Now the power supply is rated as a hospital grade power supply, but look, you and I can call it just a low noise floor. With some of the very cheap switch mode power supplies, not only do they radiate noise from them and into the things near them, but their output voltage isn't as regular as you would imply, and it's not as silent as you would imply. And anything that is connected to is going to end up using that electricity for its operation, and with that its operational noise floor is going to be higher. So they start with a really low noise floor power supply to then provide the next step in the chain. And we've got the network switch itself and a basic warranty card, you know, all of the things, and emulation of the serial number. Tuck it in and get rid of it. The network switch itself is a very similar form factor to the switches that you might see from your generic computer store. It's slightly bigger, however it's significantly heavier. It's got a steel box. Now, one of the reasons that the box is steel is because it wants to help reduce potential extraneous noise from electrical things near it. See, that's all part of it. It's all part of these small little things. Noise from anything nearby can affect the signal, so they reduce that noise from entering into the unit by a steel box. Okay? Secondly, they have an excellent main clock I should say, as far as the data signal. They've got some proprietary or unique noise absorption on board, that's noise within it. And they have an isolation for the main board, and the clock itself is isolated internally. Nevertheless, plain and simple from the outside though, again with the gold screen printing Silent Angel logo, an implication of power, alert or signal warnings, and then the 8 lights that you would associate with the connections that you'll have. A little bit of ventilation on both sides, and then at the back a simple enough method of connection as far as your network sockets. They're in a row. It's worth mentioning that in the design of the circuit they've even looked at the length of the tracks associated with each of these to ensure that they are configured as well as they possibly can, given its price. They do some ultra high-end versions of these network switches with even external clocks that help to improve them as well. But this, at a very affordable price point, can easily nestle in between those higher end products and deliver a noticeable, meaningful improvement in the quality of sound. Again, ultra low noise. Every little thing that they have done adds up, and it works. So there we have it. Silent Angel's Bonn N8. 8-port network switch. Ultra low noise in its operation. Perfect. Happily unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.